full chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 2nd down, Jacobs, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put the field goal range.
And one big play, but they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Etienne once more.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. Throwing now is Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Slot man moves right. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Allen.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right.
Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chris Olave.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
Such an art to dot the I. Just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it. And
that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been in a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't step down momentum. Go get it.
So Longard gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Herbert off of play action. Flushed out right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get to football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Herbert. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Herbert will get this off DTN. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Herbert throwing again. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll run with ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
122 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. He will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now ETN to start the drive. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all his receivers downfield.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
De'Ami Brown, 73 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. On 1st down, right back to ETN.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Herbert. Touchdown!
Wan'Dale Robinson.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Allen.
Pass complete, Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jacobs running to the left.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 161 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Here's Allen.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.